Hey everyone, Effie here. Today I'm going to show you how I made this card using our new Holiday Love Poinsettia set from our Fall 2017 release. I started off by white heat embossing the cluster stamp in the two corners of my A2 size watercolor panel. I'm using Canson XL watercolor paper that I just cut down to A2 size, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. After I applied the heat tool to my poinsettia image, I'm just going to selectively mask the clusters and stamp the outline holly branch on both sides of my poinsettia cluster. And I'm going to white heat emboss the holly branch as well. And this is just going to allow me to add more greenery to my panel later on because I will be watercoloring, and the holly leaves will just add some more foliage to that cluster image. For today's card, I'll be watercoloring using Colorburst watercolor powders. These are extremely vibrant watercolors, and I use them in a lot of previous videos, and you'll see me using them in a lot of future videos as well. So before I actually start painting or putting any color down, I wet the area that I want to paint with clean water first. After that area is saturated with just a little bit of water, I will take my one brush, I'll dip it into my watercolor powders, and I'll put just a little bit of pigment into the inner corners or inner portions of my petals. This is going to be the darkest part of your petal. Usually for my florals, I have the deepest color coming from the center of the flower, and then I will blend or pull that color out as we get to the outer edges of my petals. However, when I'm pulling that color out, I'm using a clean fine tip brush. I'm not using that first brush that I had dipped in my pigment to put down the color. I am switching over to my clean brush because this is going to allow me to get that really nice blend, that really nice gradient from the inner portion of the petal to the outer edges of the petal, and that's what you want. You want the blend, so you want to make sure you're using two different brushes, one to put down color and another brush to blend the color out. For me, it's just easier to use two brushes. This way, you actually save your supplies as well because you're not going and cleaning off your brush every time you want to blend color out. For my poinsettia petals, I'm using alizarin crimson color burst. For the leaves, I'm using a combination of lime green and terre verte color burst. And I'm just blending the two colors together on the leaves. After I finished painting my panel, I set it aside to dry, and then I stamped my sentiment from our Holiday Love Poinsettia set with our Noir Dye Ink, and I just used my Mini Misty to help me stamp it. Next, I used the largest die from our double-stitched rectangle dies, the large set, and I just added some stitching to my panel. Then I adhered that watercolored panel onto a side-folding A2 card base and then added some clear dewdrops in 7 and 5 millimeter sizes. I hope you guys enjoyed today's card and video. We have 24 new stamps in our fall 2017 release, so I hope you guys will head on over to our blog to check out the rest of the release. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.